Good day, leaders. Good day, guys. Good day, guys. Today, I'm gonna show you or teach you on how to analyze the market using London session, and Asian session to get the correct direction for New York session. So these days they say, hey, New York session start around 2 o'clock, but sometimes it can start around 12 o'clock going up. So we're gonna analyze that using our our broker here and our RSI setup. Remember, RSI, the purpose of RSI is to determine the support and resistance, the correct support and resistance of the market. So RSI is one of the powerful tools that we use to get the good direction for the market. So on this video, guys, we're gonna break down the strategy so that you guys understand on how to use the strategy. So I'm gonna also tell you the times that you have to start analyzing Asian session from, and the time on where you should be starting to analyze London session, and the time to where you should be starting to look for entry for New York session. So this is one of the best. Remember, we will be only trading Asian session, and we will be only trading the Asian session and the New York session. Why am I saying so? Is that it's easy to catch the direction of Asian session, since it start in the midnight, which is from 1 a.m. So it's easy to track the market direction looking at the previous data from when the market was closing around 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, somewhere there. So it's easy. If we have the previous data, we can predict what will be happening to the market going forward at around Asian session. So if we have the data of Asian session and London, it's easy for us to predict the future movement of a New York session. So this is how you're gonna do. We only trade using time strategy. Remember, time strategy is one of the best. So RSI is for us to be able to catch the zones. It's for us to be able to catch the zones where the market had their most resistant, where the market had their most support. So I want to start with. Let me start with. Let me start with. Okay. Yeah. Let me start with. I won't be able to touch AUD USD, as you can see, because it's close to my timer there, where I'm trying to record. But remember, the time frame that we are using, it's obviously 5 minute time frame. So I'm gonna start with Euro USD. With the Euro USD. So this is how to analyze the previous data of the market on how the market have moved. So what we'll be looking at, we will be looking at what happened before the Asian session. So before the Asian session is around my broker is ahead with 1 hour. So 2015, which is it's around, which means it's 21:15, which is 9 o'clock. Around 9 o'clock, when the market was rushing to close, we had what we call the most resistant market resistant. The market resisted here. It resisted here with on the level 23. So on the level 23, when the market was resisting, we had what we call consolidation. Consolidation up until 23 is 12 o'clock. When the market is opening, we had a consolidation up until 12 o'clock. So on the 12 o'clock, we had our resistance here and our resistance here, proving market retest, showing that the market will continue going up. Then, which means when we wake up, because of the previous data, what happened before the market closed, we were able to get our entry there, which is the buy entry. Then this buy entry we only hold for 5 hours, which is it was around 12 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So around 5 o'clock, it's somewhere here, which means it will be from there. It will be from there. It will be from there, from here to there, which is a very nice profit. By the look of my eyes, which is a very nice profit. So already we have what? We have up until 5 o'clock. Up until 5 o'clock, we were able, up until 5 o'clock, it will be 4 o'clock. So due to 1 hour ahead. So which means here it will be 5 o'clock. Then this one, it will be 6 o'clock. So which means from 12 up until 5 or 6, the market will be on the uptrend. Then we were able to go from here up until there, which was a very beautiful entry for us, a very beautiful buy. Then we close our trade there. So this is what happened. Already we have the data. We were able to catch what will be happening going forward on EURUSD, because we had the last resistance proving to us that we have a retest here. The market will push up. When the market reopens, it will push up. So with this data, we can be able to see that, okay, the market pushed up before London session. So Asian session start from 1 a.m. in the morning up until 6 o'clock. Then between 1 a.m. up until 6 o'clock, that's Asian session. And we are able to trade Asian session because of the previous data. Because of what happened before around 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, before 11 o'clock, before the market close, we are able to catch what will be happening. I can tell you the future of our any pair with the data before the market close. So that's why I say it's good. We will be only trading Asian session and New York session. So during London session, we are trying by all means during London session, the formation of the direction of New York session is formed. Then you let it run. So which means from as you can see, 6 o'clock we were good. Then the market moved the way it moved. The market moved. Then around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, the market reached the higher high. Remember, the market reached the lower low by 9 o'clock this side. Then by 9 o'clock at this side, the market reached the higher high. You understand? Sometimes it might be 9 o'clock, sometimes it might be 10 o'clock. It depends on how the market is moving. So by 9 o'clock, which means 9 by 9, give us the resistance from Asian session to get Asian session direction and to get a New York session. So which means London session was forming here, London session was forming, then it gave us a resistance. So during London session, we had a resistant, the market resistant. Then we had to wait and to get our retest, which was this level here, due to the slight market trying to diverge and going down. Then we had this resistance here, which means this was our first confirmation. Then the second confirmation was this one, due to rejection to the 61 level. Then we pushed with it going down up until now like this. Then which means our entry happened around 12 o'clock. Then which means by 9 o'clock, you're going to wait. It will be 9, 10, 11, 12. You're going to wait for 4 hours, for 3 hours. By 12 o'clock, you will see that the market is trying to give us a retest. Then this will be our rejection. Then, by 12 o'clock, that's when you start entering, which means 12 o'clock lead us straight to 12 o'clock lead us straight to New York session. Then this is why you see this happening here. Then the market will push down up until we're gonna hold for 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 for 5 hours. By 4 o'clock, now it's around 3. It's around 3. By 5 o'clock, by 4 o'clock we will be either closing or protecting the trade. So we hold for 5 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours. Even from here, it was from 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. So it's either 4 or 5. We close our trades. So because of the previous data here of what happened, you let London session to do anything, to play around. By around 9 o'clock, the market should be giving you the higher high or the lower low. It's either way. Then you know that you're gonna enter and wait for confirmation and try to enter your trades. And there we go. So I can't say focus on 9 by 9 because the times of confirmation might change. I can't say focus on 9 by 9 because the market is unpredictable. But what I can say is that look at the previous data before the Asian session. This movement here of confirmation, it can happen during Asian session or after or before Asian session. Even this, it can happen before New York session or after or during Asian session. So the main use of RSI is our resistance zone, support and demand. As you can see here, our support, we had what our support here, the market resisted here, it went up, we just waited for it, resisted here when the market was opening for Asian session, then which means our resistance was our entry. Then we entered up until 5 o'clock. We entered up until 5 o'clock, somewhere here. Then we know that we close our trade. Then we wait for, it will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. Around 9 o'clock, the market gave us our resistance there. Then we just waited for, gave us our first resistance here. Then we waited for a second resistance when the market was resisting under 61, or maybe it can be under or above 61 level. Then we knew that this is our entry for sell. Then we sell for focusing forward for a New York session. Then that's where you saw us selling very nice there. Then let's go to another pair so that you can see what I'm talking about properly. Now we on GBP USD. So what happened on GBP USD is that, guys, the market was moving very nice. Then we had the same data by 9 o'clock before Asian session, as you can see here. So what happened is that the market resisted. Then around 12 o'clock when the market was opening, the market gave us an entry. So you can either, it's up to you. You can either trade only, you can either trade only New York session. You just analyze, for the day. You just, when you wake up, you analyze what happened on Asian session, what happened on New York, then what will happen what happened on London, then what will happen on New York session. So as you can see here, it gave us a very beautiful resistance. Then we enter, we hold up until 5 o'clock, then which means it was from here up until there. It's a beautiful profit. Then the market moved by, yes, and gave us a very beautiful resistance there around. This was during London session, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. The market dropped down, then pushed up, gave us a resistance there. So as you can see, this was a beautiful resistance. Then from there, the market pushed down. So most of the time when the market is below the 38 level, we close. So, or you protect. When the market start being under below this 38 level, just protect your trade. You can protect your trade here, there, so that when things like this happen, you are still safe. So that's my biggest advice. When the market start moving below 38, make sure you protect or close your trade. So yeah, this is what happened. This is what happened. So which means we held from this one started from the rejection. Yeah, the rejection started from 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, this is 5, but here it says 3. The market, yeah, the market pushed up until 5 o'clock here. This is 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3. Our 3 is 5. Yeah. So this is what happened. This is what happened. The market moved up until here. So it moved below 38 level, which is what we were looking for. So this is a beautiful profit from there to here, man. It's good money. It's good money. So this is what happened. So we can only use, it's either you can choose. You can use Asian session and London session to get, you say, okay, I'll just, but it's very difficult. As you can see, the most difficult session to be traded is London. London is very difficult. They change times, so don't follow the Google times. Just create your own times on how you see the market moves. So let's go to NZD USD. So remember, this strategy is for only USD pairs. Don't do mistakes. So as you can see here, what happened before the market closes, let's see. Okay, before the market, that's why I said I won't give you time and say this time. Yeah, it's 9. As you can see, the market pushed a little bit, went to 38 level. So if you see something like this, where the lower low is it's a lower high, then it creates a lower low low. This is a perfect price action. This is a perfect price action. So I'm afraid of a price action like this. This is a lower low, this is a lower high. Price action like this, most of the time, I don't prefer it, but I prefer this one, or maybe equal resistant. I prefer this one or equal resistant. This is one of the best resistant ever that you can rely on when you are trading. So then RSI, RSI allows, it gives us, RSI gives us a perfect resistance that we have to focus on. So we had a resistance before the market closed, then during the market opening we had a beautiful buy there. Then by 5 o'clock we close our trade. No matter what, 5 o'clock you close your trade when you are in profit. If the market moved and is above, especially when the market is above 61 level here, just close your trade or protect your trade. So during London session we're doing nothing. By 8 it gives us a very higher resistance there. We know that we're waiting for confirmation. Our confirmations will be around 12 o'clock. Just wait for 12 o'clock for proper confirmations. Don't enter before 12 o'clock. So wait for 12 o'clock. Time is important. Remember, the name of the strategy is time strategy. Respect time. Respect time to get more beautiful results. So what happened here, as you can see, lower high, then it gave us the higher high, which is a very perfect price section, especially when following the resistance level and the support levels. So as you can see here, we had a very beautiful resistance there. The market gave us a beautiful sell. Then we pushed with the sell up until I can say 4. It says it's 3, which means 4 o'clock up until 4 o'clock. So since all the market, as you can see, our range ranged below 38, which it's either we close our trade or we protect our trade. It's up to you. So you can only trade New York or trade Asian session and leave London. London is confusing. We all can see that. London is very confusing. It's good. You can, you know what you can do on London, especially on London. You can do like this. It's either you hold, if you see the market moving nicely, if you see the confirmation corresponding very good, you can do what? You can hold London up until New York, which will be up until 9 o'clock. Or you just wait for New York confirmation. You just hold from there up until there. But it's rare. It doesn't always do that. It doesn't always give you that opportunity. So you must be careful follow the steps. It's good to just follow the rules that I'm giving you right now. But if you are you protected your trades and you close some good profits for yourself, you protected the other ones, it's perfect. You can do that. You can do that. There's always an opportunity in the market to do that. So let's go to another pair. We were on NZD USD. We're going on USD CAD. So what is going on USD CAD is that we had, before the market closing, as you can see, then we had a very beautiful resistance there. The market pushed it down up until 5 o'clock, which gave us some smaller profits there. Then it moved and gave us the lower low of the market, then gave us a very beautiful lower low there. This is a lower high, this is a lower low. Then it resisted there. Then we entered, we pushed up, we protected our trade, we closed. Then this was a very beautiful entry. So remember, the perfect price action is having the lower low, the lower high, and remember this will start as a lower low, then also having the lower low. This is then if this comes as a lower low, looking at the graph, this one will be the lower high, this one will be the lower low, which is beautiful entry here. Then as you can see, the market rejected and gave us a very beautiful entry. Then we entered. So this entry happens around 10 past 12. During 11 o'clock, you just keep on monitoring the market. Then by 12 o'clock, you'll see a beautiful entry. Then you enter the entry. You hold from 12 up until 4 o'clock, as you can see here. Up until 4 o'clock, going to 5 o'clock, the market will give you a very beautiful entry. So from here, you just check from 9 o'clock what happened. The history from 9 o'clock before the market closed, what happened. Then during 12 o'clock when the market reopens, it should give you the beautiful entry. It should give you the resistance. Then if it gave you the resistance, you just hold up until you can hold up until the New York session, up until the London session resistant. Then you close your trade here. Then you just wait for resistance to give you a very beautiful trade. You go up. Then you can trade Asian session up until London session starts, because London session start from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, up until London session starts. But make sure you have put during around 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Make sure you have closed some profit and you have protected some trades, so that during the process of London session, you are not in a loss. But with this information, this history from Asian and London, we 100% can get a very beautiful entry for New York session, which means New York session, we will never ever hit sell stop. So that's what we're trying to say. Let's go to USD chart. So USD chart, what happened is that the market during 9 o'clock before Asian open gave us a higher resistance. Then during the opening, it gave us a very good resistance there. We entered up until 5 o'clock, then which means was a beautiful profit from there to here. If you're that person, you want to close during 9 o'clock, which is London session, you close to somewhere here. Then we had a lower low and a lower high. It gave us a lower high, this one, around 12. So around 12, you must make sure 10 past 12 somewhere there, 11 to 12, this should be your entry. Then we pushed up until the higher high there, above 61 level, which is beautiful, take profit. So it was nice to trade this. The pairs that I'm showing you here are the pairs that you have to make sure that you trade. Whew, I'm tired. As you can see here, before the Asian session open closes, before the market close, focusing on Asian, then during we have a higher high there, then we have a higher low and the higher high there, as you can see, which was the rejection. Then we entered our sell somewhere here up until 5 o'clock somewhere here. If you're waiting for, obviously you will wait for London, you just wait around, you close around 8, then the market moves very nicely. The market moves very nicely. This is what I was talking about. So which means on this one, during we had our resistance here. This was our resistance, but due to time, we couldn't enter this. It was around 11 o'clock. Then we just wait for the market to move very nicely. Then we didn't, which means this one we couldn't enter because the resistance didn't happen at the correct time, which means Asian session was the only way for us to make money here. You see? So you must be careful. If the resistance are not formed, but as you can see, this is a resistance. So our resistance happened earlier here, which means we were going to hold up until now here. So yeah, but still, it's still beautiful. So this is how you're going to trade using our time strategy. So make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you share, and inbox me on the number that you see underneath if you need more information. If you need the strategy, you need the setup, and you need to be assistant throughout the way, make sure that you inbox me on the number that you see below so that we keep on working together, guys. God bless.